Aloha. The Pacific Academy of Building Design, or PABD, is an innovative alternative to traditional education that provides an experience-based pathway to becoming a credentialed architect or interior designer without having to get a degree. The program was developed by a group of us with a shared vision about what professional education could look like without the constraints of the academic model. And what brought us together and what we had in common was that each of us took our own unconventional route to professional practice. I am Dr. Lisa Lockard, the Executive Director for PABD. Prior to founding PABD, I worked abroad as an architect and interior designer for many years, and then came back to Hawaii to teach at both the UH School of Architecture and at Chaminade University. I began my professional journey by taking night classes in architecture while working full-time during the day, before eventually earning my master's degree. Our technical director, Aaron Shimizu, started his architectural journey working as a drafter at AHL after getting his undergraduate degree in air traffic control, and now works successfully as a licensed architect. Our program director of architecture, Jason Danielak, works as a senior project manager for a firm in Phoenix and continues to do consulting work here in the islands. He became a licensed architect through the NCARB route after his first career in marketing and historic preservation. Through our collective experiences in academia, as both students and educators, we came to realize that there was a need for another approach to better train aspiring designers. And this sentiment is also shared by many of the local firms that we've spoken with, as well as many of the alumni who've graduated from local universities here. If we look at the traditional academic model, we see it's structured from the top down and is comprised of general education and major courses that are taught by professors with a focus on research. These curricular requirements are built within the framework of the university and then adapted to the requirements for professional practice, and it's generally not a very good fit. If we compare that to PABD's professional model, we start from the bottom up by building a curriculum based on what is needed for professional practice, which is project-based courses that are taught by practitioners and with a focus on application. Our program was developed specifically to reflect the realities and expectations of the design industry, in contrast to the typical college classroom environment, which tends to rely on passive lectures and hypothetical learning scenarios. In general, going to college has become increasingly a less viable option for many people who either don't have the financial resources or have family obligations or need to work full time, or maybe they're seeking a second career without wanting to start from scratch again, or they live on one of the neighboring islands. In response to these changing needs, we've developed three pillars for our program. The first one is a professionally focused curriculum, which is based on Praxis. Our second pillar is flexibility, where students can start and complete courses at any time according to their schedule and do the coursework whenever they want, as well as their own pace. And our third pillar is affordability. Since we don't have the enormous overhead costs of a college campus, we can keep our costs to a minimum, ensuring that students only pay for what they actually need in order to learn. The way we deliver this is through a multimodal learning platform that is comprised of online video lessons, which are interactive, mentoring sessions with industry experts, and on-site field training, where students who have achieved a level of competency can work on real-world projects starting in their first year of the program, not their last. And this is possible because of the way our curriculum is structured. After taking the foundational courses, each level is based on a particular project type, where all of the courses at that level address different facets of that typology. So for example, if the project is a single-family residence, students will learn residential framing plans, building materials, codes, and space planning. In other words, all the things that are pertinent to that typology. Then once they've completed all the project deliverables for that level, their work will be evaluated by a panel of professionals, not a professor, to make sure it meets the standards of the industry, not just the standards of the university. Then they can embark on field work, after which they receive their project certificate, and then move on to the next level. In this way, mastery is achieved within each project domain rather than over a 4-year arc. After they've completed all 4 levels, they take a capstone curriculum that focuses on basic professional skills that will help them transition into practice. Another thing that we do differently is to bring all building design disciplines under one umbrella so that students can learn about the field from an interdisciplinary perspective and therefore will be able to bring a more comprehensive skill set to the table. So the differences between the traditional academic programs and PABD are evidenced in 4 areas. Graduate faster, learn at your own pace, save big on tuition, and build real-world skills. Students can graduate faster by earning their professional diploma in 2.5 to 3 years, compared to 4 to 7 years at local universities. Students can also learn at their own pace through the flexible course structure that can adapt to their schedule. So they don't need to be concerned about fixed class times or semester timeframes. Students can also save a lot of money on tuition um, by cutting costs up to $70,000 to $90,000 compared to traditional degree programs here in Hawaii. And students can build real-world skills. They get hands-on project experience, not just classroom theory, that prepares them for what firms actually need in the workplace. We also found that many potential students are not interested in a one-size-fits-all degree. So we've developed milestones to gauge achievement that will allow individuals to chart a direction that is best suited for them. For those who are planning on pursuing professional credentials, we offer a diploma in both architecture and in interior design. For those, however, who want to specialize in only a particular project type, we offer project certificates. And for those who want to hone a particular skill or knowledge set, we offer track certificates. And some of those include digital technologies, interior finishes, construction documentation, and professional boot camp, to name a few. Here are some examples of the design work that our students have produced using software that is standard in the building industry, such as Revit, AutoCAD, Photoshop, SketchUp, and Enscape. In addition to cultivating creative and technical skills, we also focus on developing professional skill sets skills that are not usually included in a college curriculum but are needed to become a productive member of the team from day one. Our professional boot camp includes learning how to assemble a complete CD set and submit it for permit, basic project management skills such as project budgets, fees, scheduling, and so forth, as well as administrative tasks like issuing change orders and transmittals, and of course, software skills that include CAD, Revit, and SketchUp. These work samples were created by a group of international students who enrolled in our program with little or no knowledge of architecture, and they learned how to produce construction documents and how to apply for a permit through our instructional videos and regular mentoring sessions. Working in a professional setting should not be viewed as the culmination of a design education, but rather as a core or essential element integrated throughout the entire learning journey. Just as vital as our courses and projects are the opportunities for students to engage directly with practitioners, whether that be through mentorship, internships, networking, or employment. We actively listen and adapt to the evolving needs of the local community to ensure that our students acquire the skills that the industry requires, which in turn will help support design firms build the capable workforce that is essential for their continued growth and success. We are grateful to the local design firms that currently support our endeavor, and we look forward to forging new partnerships with others in the industry. Thank you for taking the time to learn about who we are and what we offer. For more information, please visit our website at pabd.us. And we welcome any constructive feedback, ideas, or opportunities for collaboration. So feel free to contact us at info@pabd.us.